Hi guys, welcome back to The Real and Relatable. I'm AJ.
I'm Ma.
And we're back with Reddit stories. So it's the season of proposals. Did they propose correctly? Did they get the flowers, the ring? That's what I want to know. What about you?
You know, proposals are a little, I don't know, it can go really great. It can be horribly wrong. It all depends on how well your partner knows you.
Exactly. I have to agree. To agree. So let's get into it. All right. Am I the asshole for being upset that my fiance proposed with his dead wife's ring?
Yes. Automatically. Yes.
All right. Okay. Well, we'll get into it. All right. My fiance, 26, and I, 21, have been dating for 2 years. He honestly has been the best boyfriend and support person in my life. In the past, I honestly lost all my faith in men due to many bad experiences, and he was the one to restore it. My fiance has been married before, but his wife unfortunately passed away due to someone driving under the influence. My fiance and my fiance's family both described her as an amazing woman who was basically a saint. Sometimes I feel like I am compared to her and even get comments about my fiance family members that I look and sound like her. Ooh. It sometimes makes me a little uncomfortable because I'm not her replacement. Mm-hmm. I always knew that my fiance kept some of her belongings, including her engagement and wedding ring. And I always been okay with it, but I never expected him to actually propose to me with her ring. When he proposed, he organized a family picnic to announce my pregnancy. And honestly, I've never seen a picnic so fancy before. Everything was perfect, and my and his family were both there. And when he proposed, I seen that the ring he chose was his deceased wife's ring. And I was a little taken back. I hesitated before I said yes, and his sisters and his mom noticed. Later on, his sisters and mom questioned me about it, as if they were some kind of interrogators. And I was honest. I told him that I felt uncomfortable being proposed to with his deceased wife's ring, and I felt it belonged to her and not me. They told me that my fiance wanted to pick a meaningful ring, and nothing spoke to him but his deceased wife's ring. I answered back saying that I would have been happy with any ring, even if it was a freaking ring pop candy. But something doesn't sit right with me being proposed to with his dead wife's ring. They ended up telling my fiance, and now he's being a little distant ever since. I love him, and I don't want this to ruin our relationship. I understand he's hurt about his wife dying, but sometimes I feel like he's trying to replace her with me, and I can't be her because I am me. Am I the asshole for being upset?
No. Like, none of the rings spoke to you other than your deceased wife's ring. And then I don't like that his family was like, oh, you look like her, you act like her. I would be so weirded out by those comments.
I agree.
I would be like, ew.
Like, does he have a type? And does his type tend to be the deceased wife? First of all, when he's picking out rings, it's really about if that ring matches the person you're going to propose to.
Yeah. Like,
it's not necessarily, the husband connecting with that ring or not, or the groom connecting with that ring. It's really about him thinking that this is a ring that will represent her. Like, she feels like she will be connected.
Well, he probably meant it that way. Like by him saying, he didn't connect with the ring, meaning he clearly doesn't know her well enough to find a ring that would match her, because all he can think about is his deceased wife. So
yeah, there's a lot of grieving going on. I feel like I think that
she doesn't say how long his wife passed, right?
No,
okay,
he's 26 and she's 21, so
they're so young.
I would have told him that maybe his grieving process isn't done yet, because I would think that would have been the biggest indication is that he's giving me the ring of his dead wife.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'd be like, that's bad luck.
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't know if it's bad luck, but definitely it doesn't sound very...
I'm going to say it's bad luck.
It doesn't sound very, like, future forward, like you're looking forward to us.
He seems like he's still stuck in the past.
Yeah, he's still stuck at his wife and his future, and not necessarily this new person that he's with in their future, Yeah.
No, not the asshole. I think you need to put this engagement on pause and let him go to therapy and figure out if he really still wants to marry you or marry the image of his wife.
Yeah. Even people stated here, like when you discuss, start out with the simple questions first. Ask him what your favorite color is, what your favorite flower is, where your all's first date was, what your middle name is, and see if he answers with your information or hers. Yeah, I think you'll know when he really feels and if you are a replacement. Has he mentioned if your baby is a girl, wanting to honor his late wife by naming the baby after her? Oh. That's another.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Way to put that in my head.
Oh, man.
Oh, my God. He probably would want to do that.
No, that would be something you need to walk away then at that point, you know?
No, I think you need to walk away now.
Yeah.
Well, actually, you know what? That commenter is correct. Find out if he actually even knows you first.
Exactly.
Or if he just thinks that he knows you. Like, because you are such a spitting image and personality of his deceased wife, you know? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yes. And a lot of people are agreeing that they believe that she's not the asshole.
Yeah.
They also state here, like, frame it as, like, when you do decide to talk to him, this is something I wanted to pick out together with you and maybe design together.
Yeah.
Try to move away from the discomfort around him being a widower.
Yeah.
Remind him that you love him and you're taken aback. It's too bad the family felt that they needed to interrogate you. If I've been a family member, I would have told your fella not to use this ring. Exactly. Mm-hmm. Rings are symbolic and personal, and the two of you get a chance to do this again on equal footing. He's probably embarrassed and a bit hurt that his big proposal plan had a glaring issue. Be kind. But I do hope he sees that he put you in an awkward situation. Focus on the love, though.
Oh, that's a nice comment.
Yeah, that is. That's a very nice comment. I think that's very logical.
I think that's right too, right? Like nobody in your family told you that this was crazy. Like, don't do this.
Yeah.
Okay, your family failed you too.
Well, they might have been shocked, right? Like, they probably didn't know that the ring he was going to propose to was the dead wife's ring.
No, I guarantee you.
Only she knew.
I guarantee you he probably said something to his mom, at least.
Well, yeah, on his mother's, I think on his side, they knew. And if anything, mom probably like, my son can't do no wrong. If it was a good mom, she would have challenged him.
We know those mothers.
She wouldn't have tried to make the new wife try to understand that he's proposing with the dead wife. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, there's no need for guilt tripping. Just be like, yeah, he's an idiot. Like, I told him not to propose to you. There's that ring. Like, that's what I would have said.
Yeah. Actually, if it was my kid, I'd be like, no, I would hide that ring.
I was like, why do you still have it?
Yeah.
You know? Pawn that thing.
I mean, sometimes they keep it, it's just, for memory. I get it.
He should have pawned it and used that money to buy a new ring for her. Okay. That's what he should have done. That's the most appropriate thing to do, guys. Okay?
Sounds a little heartless. Okay.
All right. So that was a good one. I think that shows us that, you know what? Each new ring or each new person that comes into your life
gets a new ring
that's very specific to them. All different people, different hearts, different wants, different desires.
Yep.
All right. Okay. I think this one might get your goat. You might get a little upset about hearing this one.
Okay.
Am I the asshole for telling my girlfriend I no longer plan to propose to her? Please read the context.
All right.
Ooh. Okay. So this was written about 3 months ago. Very fresh. I am a 28 male and my girlfriend is a 27 female. We've been together for almost 3 years and we live together. We've got a pretty solid relationship going on. No cheating or drama. We've got good jobs. We talk about the future and our families get along just great. As far as I was concerned, we were doing all right. The only small issue has been the whole engagement proposal thing. I'm not against marriage, to be honest. I've been looking forward to it and had a ring picked out. But I wanted it to be a surprise, so I didn't give her a specific date. I told her it was coming though, and I thought we were on the same page. But over the past 6 months, she started to get more and more fixated on it. At first, it was just normal conversation. Then it turned into a bunch of little jokes and comments about when I finally put a ring on it. Lately, though, it's been on her mind 24/7. Anything we disagree on gets turned into some variation of, this is why you haven't proposed yet. Last week, when I saw a message preview on her iPad, I clicked on it. I know I shouldn't have, but I saw a group chat with her friends. They're all discussing how to manipulate me into proposing. Things like giving me the cold shoulder, not putting any effort as a partner, making me feel like I've done something wrong, no physical intimacy, and so on. They were even talking about using her birthday as a deadline and making it clear to me that there were other options on the table if I didn't come through. I'm not upset that she wants me to marry her. Before this, I really did want to marry her, but now I'm questioning whether or not I should really spend the rest of my life with someone who might manipulate me. Anyways, I asked her straight out if she'd been trying to get me to propose by using all these weird tricks. And when she said yeah, she'd been trying to get some clarity and not wasting any more time. Basically, that I should just propose already because if I was serious, I'd have already done it. I told her I'm not proposing, especially if I'm being coerced into doing it. Basically, I told her if she keeps trying to manipulate me like that, I'm basically off the proposal train. Now she's going around saying I'm punishing her for having some standard relationship needs and that I'm just dangling marriage as a way to control her because I'm not proposing fast enough. And her friends all think I'm a bad guy because I looked at her private messages. Fair enough, I get it. She wants to know when we're going to be engaged. I get that 3 years is a reasonable amount of time to start feeling some anxiety about when things are going to get serious, but you can't force someone to marry you. And most importantly, it just made me realize that our relationship has been treated like some kind of game by her. Am I the asshole for telling her I'm not considering proposing to her for now after this?
No, I think I wouldn't even propose to her, period.
Oh, hell no.
No, I think it depends on how long the time period is of him, like, kind of like them kind of knowing that he's going to propose sometime, that he's going to propose in the future, just not a date that, that she knows of, right? So
yeah.
He's going to pick his own time. I guess it depends on how long that was to her starting to do all of these weird things and having all these weird conversations with her friends about manipulating him.
Yeah.
I guess it depends on how long it was. Like, did this happen like 3 years ago and it's been 3 years and he still hasn't proposed?
It sounds like it's been 6 months. Only.
Oh.
So when he finally said, yeah, it's going to happen. So she's just kind of waiting. Yeah. But the thing is, like, he didn't give her like a deadline date. Like, yeah, I'll probably propose within a year, or, let me save some money. And then maybe next year we can I'll do the proposal. Like, I mean, at least kind of give her a time frame.
It does sound a little bit vague.
Yeah.
But I also don't think that she gave him enough time as well. I don't think 6 months is long enough.
I agree, but I think they should talk about deadlines. If anything, he sounds like he can be future faking her. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, he could.
Like,
yes.
I'll propose to you. I'll propose to you. Yeah, I'll propose to you. We have men who promise that they're going to do something for us, but then they never follow through, right? And it's been then months, years, Yeah,
I guess it depends on on him. Like, I mean, does like, she must obviously get the feeling that he's not going to propose anytime soon, that she has to feel like she has to go to these extreme measures,
measures. Yeah, I agree.
But to play the devil's advocate, she could also be very impatient as well, right?
Yeah.
She could be like, okay, well, I'm not going to wait around forever, like, hurry up and propose.
But she can say that among her friends, right? Like, I'm not going to wait forever. I think she has every right to say that.
And I don't know. I mean, this could just be me. And I'm not like trying to sound like a pick me or anything like that. But I don't know. If I'm in a relationship and let's say my significant other like read my messages between my friends or whatever, I don't know. I guess I don't care.
Yeah.
I guess I'm not that concerned about it. if I was talking about him, probably deserved to be talked about.
Yeah, but the thing is, he's offended that you talked about. Like, I don't care too. Like, if I wrote stuff and my fiance or my boyfriend.
Yeah, but I would own up. I would own up to it.
Yeah.
I'd be like, yeah, because
and she did. Yeah,
I'd be like, yeah, because you're taking. But I wouldn't throw it in his face.
Yeah,
because she did. Because she was like, oh, you're invading my privacy by reading on private messages between my friends. I wouldn't throw it in his face. I would just be like, yeah, I said it. Yeah, because you're taking too fucking long.
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean? What? What to you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you clearly read it. You taking too damn long. Oh, duh. Like, what did you expect? So I don't think he's the asshole, but I do think he's taking a little bit. I do think that he's not being clear about his intention to make her feel that way.
Yeah.
To make her feel like she has to withhold doing the dirty with him or something.
Yeah. Well, some of them have taken a different take, some of the commenters.
Of course.
One said, I have a ring picked out. They're quoting him.
Okay.
Is not the same as purchasing it. And even worse, 6 months. After holidays, Valentine's Day, etc., definitely OP is not wanting to do this and is stringing her along. If he wanted this, within 2 months, he would have put a ring on it. Future faking is breadcrumbing indefinitely. And they said if he wanted to and it was really about cost, he could have just proposed with a damn onion ring and then get a ring later on. Just shows how he really feels.
Okay, y'all need to stop with this whole, I would accept a ring pop, an onion ring or whatever. Shut up. You know you won't. You know you'd be like, what the hell? Okay, just quit it with that crap. But yeah, okay, fine. I would agree with that. He was vague in that. But I mean, based on how he wrote it, I mean, I guess it is his point of view. It doesn't sound like he was future faking, but again, I don't know. I didn't hear him write it. I didn't hear him read it out loud. So I don't know. Yeah. I don't know his tone of how he read it, of how he wrote it, so I don't know. It's a little bit hard to say about that part too.
Okay. And so maybe there's another commenter who was a little bit understanding. If you told her a proposal was coming soon, she was probably getting antsy. Yeah. Have you even actually bought a ring yet? You just said you picked one in the post, but not that you bought it. If it's been 6 months, it's not surprising she's getting a little antsy. If you don't want to actually propose and be with her, you should just break up.
I mean, they're still young, so he could still be looking at his options. Mm-hmm. Look at me flip-flopping. You guys are making me jump bandwagons. I'm like all over the place. Agree, disagree. Agree, disagree. All right, fine. I'll agree. He's future faking. Just go.
I will have to agree because I think that if he really wants to, okay, I understand if he's picked out the ring and maybe he's trying to save money, but then at least give her some details. That okay, I've picked out the ring. I'm paying it off right now. It'll be maybe in another year that I'll be able to give this ring to you. Then that at least is a little bit more detailed. It sounds progressive. There's, some information that sounds like you're really committed,
Yeah. Okay. That does remind me of
your own story.
No, not my own. It's not my story. It's in one of our old episodes. It's actually this is in our Does Size Matter episode where we actually talk about proposal rings.
Okay.
So in that episode, Cash talks about her ex
who's one of our co-hosts.
Yeah, yes. Where she does talk about how her boyfriend at that time also picked out a ring but didn't buy it yet.
Yes.
Okay.
So there was some major future faking.
Okay.
Okay.
So I guess if you put it that way, I can see.
Yeah. We fall for that stuff, right? Yeah. There's always that extra hope.
Right. Like, did you buy it or did you just look at it?
Yeah. What does that mean that you've picked it out? Does pick it out mean like you bought it? Or is it just like, oh, I see it and it's saved like on
It's
the
a
card.
It's a screenshot in my photos.
Yeah, it's a screenshot in my photos. Exactly. That was her excuse, right?
Yeah.
That he sent her screenshots of like rings that he was gonna pick for her.
She goes, no, because we were questioning her like, oh, like how did he propose? Like, did he have like a physical ring? And she goes, oh no, she showed me. I was like, how did he show you? She goes, oh, he showed me like on the screen or whatever. I was like, okay, well, did he check out or was it a screenshot? Like, there's a difference, right? Did he show you and then check out like he bought it? Or
See, men, you guys are sneaky. This is what you do. You keep us on the loop, okay?
Yeah. Okay, so
that's how it is.
Yeah, that
String us
story is
along.
in our Does Size Matter episode.
Yeah.
So if you guys want to watch that one too.
Clearly, he was an asshole.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. This next one. Now, this one's gonna make us go into our feels.
All right.
All right. So let's listen about it. Am I the asshole for rolling my eyes at my boyfriend's proposal because it took 25 years of me begging?
Dang, why are you begging?
All right, ladies, what are we doing? Yesterday after dinner, my 52 female boyfriend of 30 years, 53 male, proposed to me. He just walked towards me holding a box and said, "Open it." It was a ring, and I had pictured this moment a million different times, but never thought I'd be so apathetic. My boyfriend then said he was retired now and wants to kick back and enjoy life with me and would love to do it all with me as his wife. A nice speech and all, but from the 5-year mark of our relationship onwards, I had been making clear my deep desire to marry and was consistently dismissed, given empty promises, gaslit. We had been through the gamut with therapy, and one counselor implied that me telling him we needed to go to therapy and getting his butt on the couch still means nothing if his mind has been made up. I am in denial about the fact he was just giving me the false illusion of progress to stall. My boyfriend and I have 4 kids. The oldest 3 are adults, while the youngest is 15 female. They were sleeping over elsewhere when all this went down. All of our kids went to a private school filled with typical Southern soccer parents. I had to endure PTA moms' jabs about me not sharing a last name with my kids. Preteen years were hell because the other kids would taunt my kids by saying, "Your dad would rather sin and go to hell than marry your mom." My boyfriend's mom would tell him...
Did they go to Christian Catholic church school or something?
Yes, Southern schools.
All right.
My boyfriend's mom would tell him marriage would be selfish on my part. It's just a piece of paper. My boyfriend ended up rising up the ranks until he became an executive. I was a stay-at-home mom, so I felt like there was always a power imbalance, exasperated by the fact that I could be tossed at any time. I partly did stay because I wanted my kids to have the best life and because I felt lucky and proud to be partnered with such an intelligent, successful man, but also I loved him. These past few years, my boyfriend's career has taken a downturn. He will never be poor, but the company that he was part of took a nosedive during 2020, and he had to make enemies out of associates and board members. He decided to step back from his role and take the generous severance agreed upon. Now he is living off his investments and wants to relax. I did not like how his career ended and how he treated people, and I wanted to leave and find somebody else after our youngest turns 18. So the proposal was a shock because I should hope that he noticed I had avoided conversations about the future as of late. He rattles on about downsizing our house so we could travel and also cutting back on our other expenses. But we're not married, so it's all his money and house anyway. He did notice my eye roll and was offended. He asked what's wrong, and I said that suddenly now that he's downsizing, I'm good enough to marry. He got mad and said that now that he's downsizing and no longer an executive, I suddenly think our relationship is disrespectful. And he started implying I was a gold digger. I was so angry I walked out and I said, I might just go out looking for a respectful relationship because I don't know what respect is anymore. Am I the asshole?
No.
Ugh.
I don't think you're... But you stuck around
Mm-hmm.
and you had his kids.
And you had alternative motives, right? Like the reason why you wanted to stick around is because he was an executive. You wanted your children to have a good life. And now your child is 18. So he took care of all your basic needs, you know, where you were stay home.
You shouldn't have had the child in the first place. If you wanted the marriage, then you shouldn't have had the kid, especially if there was like no like inkling that he was ever going to marry you.
Yeah. I feel like,
but then it's also okay. Here we go. Here I go with playing the devil's advocate.
Yes.
But then it's kind of like, all right, well, I guess why does it matter that he proposed now versus earlier? You were gonna stay with him anyways.
Yeah.
So why do you care now?
I feel like you're sabotaging yourself, right? Like this sounds kind of like a sabotage. Like this is what you have been wanting, you've been fighting, and even though like it sounded like his career did nosedive and everything like that, and he finally came to a sudden realization because he finally had time to think about what he wanted in his life instead of becoming this hot executive who was making decisions about other things, and probably was really tired about making a decision about your relationship. Yeah. He finally came to a conclusion that he wants to spend the rest of his life and retire with you. You're almost there, girl. Okay. And then you decide, oh no, I don't want it anymore.
Did he cheat?
It doesn't sound like he cheated it.
I don't know.
Yeah, she didn't state that he cheated. There would have been.
Maybe he didn't. Here I go on the other side. Maybe he didn't marry you because he was a cheater and he didn't want you to take half of his shit when you divorce him.
Yeah, but you could still take half his shit now that he's retired and he's got his severance.
Well, yeah, I know that,
right?
But now he doesn't care. He probably thinks he's like, all right. Well,
yeah, he's safe.
Yeah, he's like, all right. Well, I'm like pretty much at the end of the road at this point.
Yeah.
So who cares, right? Mm-hmm. So he doesn't care as much. But when he was young and hot, I'm sure he was, I don't know, I'm going to say he probably was cheating and didn't want her to take half his shit in his 30s.
Maybe. I mean, there's many of reasons, foolish reasons why men don't want to marry women, right? Like that would be one of them. I wouldn't doubt it. But I feel like, you know what? If you feel used, well, you used him too. You know what I'm saying? It's a two-way street.
I guess it's fair game.
Yeah, I mean, you obviously made the statement.
You got what you wanted during the relationship.
Yeah,
and he got what he wanted during the relationship. So I don't know. I don't know why you're a little bit hurt now.
Yeah, and now you're deciding that maybe you're a little bit like you wanting something more. You should have walked away 5 years ago,
10 years ago.
Or
20 years ago. Oh my God. You should have walked away when you were in your 20s. Now you're like 30 years in, right? 30 years in? Oh,
yeah.
You should have walked away in your 20s when he wasn't let up and marry you.
Yeah.
Now it's too late. Now, okay, not saying that at your age is too late. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying you're in pretty deep at this point already. And now you want to start throwing demands? I don't know. I don't know if that's going to work, honey.
A lot of the Redditors have mixed feelings as well. Sounds like some of the commenters are like, she made bad decision one after the other.
I can relate. I made a lot of bad decisions in my 20s. One after another.
Yeah.
So I can relate.
Yeah.
You should have just got out of it when you no longer wanted it, but you stuck anyway. So sorry. Everybody sucks here. So you suck, he suck, everybody sucks. So sorry, honey.
Yeah, sounds like everybody's
I think you accept the ring, downsize, and just go travel and enjoy your life.
Yes.
You already spent 30 years with this man already.
Exactly.
And you probably aren't going to leave because it doesn't sound, you didn't write it in the way that you sound like you were going to leave. So just accept the ring, accept the marriage, downsize, travel, and enjoy your life.
I agree. I think that you're almost on the clear. You suffered this long,
Yeah.
Yeah. And obviously both of you guys might have used each other. Like and there was love there, right? There was a reason why you continued staying, and there was a reason why he didn't propose, and then now that he's ready to just whisk you away and also spend some really good time getting to know you, right? Because I'm thinking there's going to be a lot of quality time in this retirement, that you are like, no, I don't want it. You're sabotaging yourself,
I know there's going to be a lot of women who are like, no, she has the right to leave. Well, no, she absolutely has the right to leave. She absolutely can just leave.
Yep.
And in no way, shape, or form are we saying that you should just you should. But I mean, you 25 years in, honey. I mean, I was like 15 years in and I said no, right? So, but I also didn't have a kid.
Yeah.
I also had my own career, my own life. So, yeah, different situations, but can relate.
Yep.
Can relate.
Me too. Can relate. Okay, our next one and our last one. Am I the asshole if I tell my friend her boyfriend is planning to propose?
Yes.
Wait. I think this is a good story. You can't just be making decisions already.
I don't know. Sometimes you guys be writing some deceiving titles.
This is a very vague one.
Okay.
This is a vague one, you know?
Okay.
So, okay. Am I the asshole if I tell my friend her boyfriend is planning to propose? My 27 female best friend has been dating her boyfriend, 26 male, for over 5 years. A while back, he reached out to me to help figure out ring size and to set up so he could make this the most magical day for her. Having known my friend for 20 plus years, I know exactly how she wants her proposal to go and who she wants to be there. So I relayed all this information to him months ago via text and over the phone. I even took the time to covertly find and confirm which ring she would love the most. A little background. My friend is incredibly family and friend oriented, and in the past has expressed to me on multiple occasions, especially during holiday season, that in the 5 years that they've been together, he hasn't really made much of an effort to indoctrinate himself into her family or friendships the way that she has for his. While I do generally like him, I have always felt that he is incredibly self-serving and self-focused. Recently, through a mutual friend, I found out he started a group text between his emphasis on his friends and his family, and to set up the time and date for the proposal. He has not only excluded myself, and according to the screenshots I've seen, he is doing everything verbatim I suggested he do. But he has completely excluded her family and other close friends from the event. He is planning on only having his boys and family present for the occasion. And knowing my friend, this would ultimately break her heart not being able to share this moment with her loved ones. I got heated and called him. At first, he was dodging my questions, then just outright said, "This is my proposal and I've spent enough time and money to choose how I do it. Just be happy for your friend. It's not like you're not coming to the wedding." This infuriated me. And to make matters worse, I ran into her mom and dad at the grocery store and subtly asked them if they knew of any possibility she was getting engaged. They were unaware. And I know for a fact my friend has told him that he needs to ask her parents for a blessing. She's somewhat traditional. My friend wears her heart on her sleeve, and I can predict how this event will go down when she sees all of his close friends and family and none of hers. Considering her previous sentiments about his lack of interest in her family and life, she will 100% see this as being hurtful and selfish, and I know she'll cry. To make matters worse, the location of the proposal is a whopping 30 minutes from her parents' home. I don't want to get involved in a fight or reveal the surprise, but on the other hand, I owe it to my lifelong friend to help her avoid being hurt and disappointed. Maybe even helping her rethink about her future and how it would look with someone who just doesn't really appreciate what she values in life. So, am I the asshole if I tell my friend her boyfriend is going to propose?
Yeah, sorry. Unfortunately, you would be the asshole if you tell. I think you just need to let him fuck up. I think you just need to let him show his true assholeness so that your friend knows what kind of person she's getting into. So yeah, would be the asshole if you meddle.
I agree. I would say that you would be an asshole if you interrupted this scenario that might be a very negative experience for the friend. However, I feel you because I would want to prevent you being hurt and harmed by him, right? If I cared about you for that long.
Oh, yeah.
You know, that's the last thing I would want to see happen, that you're disappointed. But maybe you do need to see that he really doesn't care about anybody. And that would be the red flag. That would be the...
You need to let this ride out and let him dig his own hole.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you need to save him.
Yep. Okay. Yeah. So there's some edits here. That first edit was like, I did not tell her parents.
Oh, okay.
I covertly inquired if he had spoken to them yet about proposing since it's been 5 years, like in a joking way. Second edit, the proposal is scheduled for this weekend. I will give you guys an update on how it goes. After so many responses, I've decided not to say anything and will let things play out.
Okay, good.
I gave him an opportunity by expressing the need to invite her parents and friends like she's always wanted, and he chose not to. That's on him. Not me. Good for you.
God, he sounds like such an asshole. He sounds like he planned this whole thing for himself. And his girlfriend is just a bonus to his party.
Exactly. She's just a trophy, right?
Yeah. Like, oh, my boys. Like, your boys don't give a fuck about you getting engaged.
Yeah, exactly. I'm sorry. They want to be at the wedding reception drinking. And hanging out at this point and meeting the girls. You know what I'm saying?
Meeting the future bridesmaids.
Yeah.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah. So,
is there any updates?
Yeah, there's some updates if you want me to read it. I think everybody's kind of agreed that for her to stay out of it.
Okay.
And she did. And so they said she's not the asshole, but she did give us an update.
Okay.
Let's see here. It's kind of juicy. Okay. To everyone who told me to keep my mouth shut, thank you. On Saturday, the day of the proposal, I got a call from her boyfriend. He was screaming at me, blaming me for not showing up, uninvited still, to the proposal with her parents because she was upset they weren't there. I was fucking slack-jawed. I told him I knew this would happen. And he says verbatim, you just admitted that you knew this would happen. So if you knew the whole time and you actually cared about her, you would have invited them. I was gobsmacked and hung up on him. Not even an hour later, I got a call from her asking for me to come over to her parents. According to her, this is how the situation played out. He popped the question. She said yes. And the people he invited popped out from hiding. She was bombarded by 4 of his guy friends, his mom, dad, older brother, and his sister-in-law. His parents were holding a sign that read, "Welcome to the family, Mrs. blah, 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 blah." And this is where things went downhill. I did not know this before, and I thought that I knew everything. But my friend doesn't want to change her last name, and she's told him that repeatedly ever since they've got together. She's an only child and from a Ukrainian family. And with everything going on with Ukraine in the last year, she's doubled down. When she saw the sign, she joked, "Mrs. blah, blah, blah. I think you mean Mrs. her last name." Everyone went silent until his mom said, "Well, the ring is already engraved. No changing it now." She takes the ring off and sees Mrs. blah, 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 his last name, engraved on the band. Then she asked if her parents were coming. He gave every excuse. He didn't have their number. There were too many people there. He wanted to keep it private. And eventually, he said, "This was my proposal to you, and now my family is your family. We can just send your parents the pictures later." She took the ring off and left. That's when I'm assuming I got a call from him. She went straight to her parents. She asked them about the engagement. They were clueless. She then asked if I knew anything. I asked if she was in the right place, and she said she was. So I told her I would answer any questions she had rather than dumping everything on her. She was just upset, but thanked me. She was furious when I told her about the call from him earlier and said, "Does he really think I'm that shallow?" She said it wasn't about having a perfect proposal or her parents there. It was about him making the whole thing about himself, as always. And she was done feeling ignored and belittled. So this was her breaking point. She's staying with her parents currently and has been receiving texts from him. The worst one so far is him telling her she has to pay him back for the ring and for ruining his life. Right now, all I can do is be here for her and whatever decision she makes. I will fully support because you've all helped me realize this isn't about me. It's about her, not my monkey, not my circus.
No, I agree. Yeah. She's right. Everything is about him. Look at that. his voice, his family, his last name. Like, he doesn't even care. It's like, let's celebrate me.
Exactly.
I'm getting married.
And he wasn't even listening to her when she was like, I really want to keep my last name. Like, that's
Yeah.
important to me.
Yeah.
Like, you would think that if someone who loves you and cares about you, they would take that into consideration.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
That you know that how proudful you are about your last name.
Well, I'm proud of her for taking the ring and walking off, because that takes guts to do too. Especially like when you're in the midst of like all the celebration, everybody's so happy for you and whatever, everybody's staring at you. It feels like a lot of pressure to be like, no thanks.
Exactly.
So I give her props for doing that.
Yeah, she stood her ground. It was like, I would have like taken it, maybe take some time to think about it, and then maybe give the ring back, like, you know, because I didn't want to hurt his feelings at that time and point. But I agree. I think that was really good, like, of her.
But that's a very clear statement of like, no, you selfish asshole. You all you think about is yourself. So absolutely not. I don't want to marry you. And you know what? You don't owe him crap. You know, he made the decision to engrave that ring, which makes it non-refundable.
Yeah.
So, I was like, that's how selfish she was to be like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna engrave it because she's gonna say yes.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
Oh my God, what a loser.
Yep. So that was a good and juicy one.
Yay.
But that's it, guys.
Okay.
We hope you guys enjoyed it, and hope you guys return again for more Reddit stories.
Okay.
Okay. Bye.